Hey everybody, how we doing today? Spencer over here again with Fairweather Friends, and to my right, my immediate right, is Connor.
What's up, everyone?
Connor, how we doing today?
We're doing pretty good. I had a long day, you know it.
Yeah, I was gonna say work's a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, we deal with some interesting people, but you know, I hear Monty in the background, so we got a little bit of a timer going. Every time he meows, that's an extra 5 minutes off. But so. Let's hop right into it. You know, we got a lot of great things that we're talking about today. And if you see me, I'm looking at this because, you know, I'm blind and my phone can't see it all the time. So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about, you know, some video games. What are we excited for 2024? The State of Play is coming tomorrow for PlayStation. I'm super excited for that. I'm going to talk your ear off about what I think is coming and some other things as well. And then next, we're going to hop over in the Twitter world. We're going to find some reactions. I'm going to read some things off to you. We're both going to be looking and just want to see your innate reaction to all of these. And then
I'm going to have a time.
And then we're going to hop right back into the anime. You know us. Always got to cap off some anime. Somebody gave me a really good talking point. They said, hey, Spencer, who's your top characters of all time? And to be honest, it got me stumped. So what did I do? I just went straight to the old interweb and I found the 25 top anime characters of all time based on IGN. Then, you know, I do have some special announcements coming up. But first, let's hop right into it. Now, Connor, I always start with the What the Francesca, right? But Connor actually has a What the Francesca story.
I was involved this time. It was fun. So I was catching a ride with Spencer back home. We had to stop, pick up his daughter from daycare. He goes in, gets her. She comes out. I say hi. I think maybe we've met maybe once or twice before, like real quick.
Twice,
real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, and I asked her how her day was. Good, everything. Just kind of chat. And me and you started talking. And then out of nowhere, I just hear from the back, can Connor have a sleepover in my room tonight? And I immediately just had to just stop mid-sentence and cover my face to just stop bursting out from laughing. And I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, Spencer, please handle this. Spencer, please handle this. Spencer, please handle this.
Yeah, so my daughter does not know stranger danger yet, and everybody is a brand new friend to her. So when I heard that, I instantly was like, oh, yeah, she likes Connor. So had to say no. And then she said, okay, can Connor come see my tent? And I was like, no. And she said,
at this point, I'm almost in the fetal position in my seat, covering my mouth with tears coming down my face. I am dying. I haven't heard a little kid speak in a while. God, I forgot how just random they are.
Yeah, she was having a good time. So that was Connor's experience. Now let me go back to and this was actually a What the Monique and Francesca moment. So, you know, I think I told the story a couple of episodes ago how we went to Chuck E. Cheese and my fiance stole one of the plates that they put the pizza on.
Thievery.
I know, right? So my fiance is cooking some food for us and we're having a conversation, but I can see the oven. Now I'm looking and all of a sudden I see a flicker and I'm like, I'm probably just seeing things. Yep. And then we start talking again. And next thing I know, I see orange. And I look, and wouldn't you know it, the oven is on fire. So
that's always a good time.
I have a video for you to watch, Connor.
Oh, yes.
And then, Drew, I'll give this to you so you can throw it on there as well. But this was the aftermath. So that same thing that she had the pizza on for Chuck E. Cheese, she was using it, thinking
it's an oven-friendly
cooking device.
Just, what they heated on there.
Yeah, yep. So,
God, melted. Oh, I thought it was just going to be like a brick or something. No, it turned into a liquid.
Nope, it turned into a solid liquid.
It looks like a ghost ectoplasm blew up in his oven. That was gross.
You guys will see it on the video for YouTube and probably throw it somewhere, just picking on her. But I had a great time, and now where my daughter comes in, lovely Francesca, she comes out of her room and she sees the smoke and then she sees the fire. Now, what are we always taught as a kid?
Don't go near fire. Stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, when you're not caught on fire, what are you taught as a kid?
Oh.
Who do you call?
Yeah, firefighters.
The firefighters. So my daughter screams to the top of her lungs, Daddy, call 911. Call 911. Call fire. And mind you, we have the door open because the smoke's starting to roll. So our neighbors are starting to come out and they hear my daughter yell, call.
Oh, God.
We hear, they hear my daughter yell, call the fire department. And I had to run outside after I threw water in an electric oven, by the way. So hopefully our oven still works. MAA, go easy on us when it comes back to the security deposit. But we, super long story short, I get outside. I'm like, no, we're good. Please don't call the fire department. And yeah, so that was my moment. And I'm telling you, like, I can't make this shit up. If you will see the video of the tar. So like,
it's gross. Well,
so, yeah,
she might not know stranger danger, but at least she knows what to do when the house is on fire. So
exactly,
like, give
right?
and take, right?
Yeah,
like, there's lessons being learned.
Ebbs and flows, right? She knows what to do if the house is on fire, but she doesn't know that everybody can't have a sleepover.
Respect for Annie.
So
not to that second part, to the first part. I was going to say that with the fire.
So what, Connor, what you got going on? What's the week look like for you?
Week really looking like for me is I had some major car problems. I basically blew out my engine this weekend. So
his car is a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's a big POS. So I've been dealing with that. It's gonna set me back a few grand. So whoopee,
man, isn't it crazy? Just like there is really nothing you can do when it comes to a car. If they tell you the engine is done, it's not like you can. Are you sure?
Yeah. No.
It's not like, are you sure? Like, no, if it's done, it's done. So, I mean, I feel like you're going to get it fixed, man. And hopefully they don't,
it's going to be. It's just, I'm not ready to shell out thousands of dollars.
Yeah. And then I guess the next thing is like, are they going to try to hit you with a blinker light fluid? If you see that on the bill, man, go right back.
I know. I don't trust a mechanic as far as I can throw them.
Nah, I don't blame you, man.
I'll go in there just to get like, I don't know, an oil change, and I'll come back with a hose cut, a pinhole, something. There's always something wrong. I don't trust you mechanics. I appreciate the work you do, but I don't trust you.
I don't think anybody does, man. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So I got here a list of video games, and first off, the state of play coming up for a PlayStation. I'm not too keen on everything coming out. I definitely will keep it tuned in, and I'll probably talk about it next week. But I am super excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. Supposedly going to get a little bit more of a gameplay trailer, which I'm looking for. But, let's go ahead and hop right into these games here. Let's see what's coming out. Now, Connor, you're a big fan of pirates, and I was talking to you about Skull and Bones.
Yes.
Now, Skull and Bones supposedly is coming out in February, but this game has been delayed quite a few times.
I've heard the name for at least 2 years now.
Oh, absolutely.
It seems like it. I've had anticipation. Now it's just kind of floated away. It's been a dream.
Yeah, it's been in development for quite a while. So I would honestly be super excited if that would come out sooner than later. Just because, I mean, everybody loves a good pirate game, right? What's the game that we have currently right now? It's more of a cartoon one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So it's Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
So is this one just going to be like Sea of Thieves, just realistic? Is that going to be like kind of the gist?
I would say yes, kind of based on
a more storyline, I'm assuming.
I would say based on everything that I've seen so far, I think it's going to be more serious. It's going to have more of a serious tone.
Oh yeah.
So I would say yes. I think it's going to be Sea of Thieves meets Assassin's Creed because Ubisoft is producing
that
the
makes
game.
sense. Yeah, because I mean they had was it Black Flag? Is that what Assassin's Creed released?
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great game, by the way. The sea shanties, I love them.
I love a good sea shanty.
And
I started bumping some in the car on the ride home.
This man will play a sea shanty in the car, and I'm like, okay, we got it.
I listen to what I listen to. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, he does not. So, kind of looking here, I'm just going to pick some big games that I know of. Prince of Persia already came out. I can't wait to play that on the Switch. I'm super excited for that one. And then there's actually one. Give me one.
Well, while you're looking that up, all I know is I started breaking into Power World myself. For like looking like such a little kiddie game, there's some good twists. There's some good plot points in there. I mean, I went, just loaded up, started in, and just messing around, trying to figure out the controls, punched a NPC. Man pulled out a 9 on me and just started unloading a clip. I was like, "This, all right. This ain't your mama's Pokemon now. This is good. This is different."
This one, it's tough, man. And I actually started cracking into it a little bit myself, and it's fun. It's a fun game. It's definitely a breath of fresh air with the different dynamics. And I mean, you can definitely tell they took the copy and paste of Pokemon, and I mean, there was some AI generation rumored to be out there, which is kind of like a slap in the face to producers and designers. So I don't care personally. I love the game. It's a fun game.
I only think it's so popular right now is just because Pokemon has just been putting out such mediocre games for so long that they finally
way
have
too
competition.
Buggy. It's way too buggy. The games
now that they have some competition, everyone's going to hop on it just to make sure that Pokemon understands that like what you're doing is not working.
Exactly, and it's just they're too buggy. I mean, you had Scarlet and Violet. You had Pokemon during the fight that would literally just fall through a crack and then they're just gone. And then you had people who you would ride a bike and then you would ride a bike off the edge of the world. It's just it's buggy. And I mean, this game has
the other one they released. You know it more. I never tried it.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah, Arceus. That's the one. Yeah,
like I mean, that was a good. That was a good.
That's
game.
what everyone says. They're like, it's okay, but like for what that Pokemon is, it can be outstanding.
I think they need to take a page. They don't need to take the whole book from Power World, but they need to take a page because they see you potentially give the fans a survival style Pokemon game and just see where it goes. Because that's what they did with the formula for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, you couldn't load one into a rocket launcher and shoot it.
Yeah.
But it had the premise of a survival style game. Now, your total survival did not depend on eating and making sure you're warm and not too hot, not too cold, and sleep.
My drawback says like that's a lot for a Pokemon light game. When I first started, I was like, all right, I got to build all this. I got to go catch some stuff to help build, and I was like, why am I dying? When I first started playing, I was like, why am I dying? Why am I dying? He's like, oh, you're cold. I'm like, I'm fucking cold. This is a video game. I'm gonna die because I'm fucking cold.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's here to stay. It has its, some people say like, oh, it had its moment in the sun, but
I am on the fence. I don't think it has the legs to be like a mainstream kind of thing, but I think it will. For sure. I think it will have a solid niche foundation of like the Pokemon fan base that aren't super pissed about it.
Exactly.
But I mean, a year from now, I don't think anyone's gonna be talking about it
unless they get some crazy updates.
Yeah, but like even then, like how much crazier like to like really give it a whole new jump back within a year.
I mean,
unless it's like
more pals.
I
PvP.
assume they would keep doing that throughout the year itself. Yeah, like updating new pals, maybe an expansion on the map, but like
PvP.
Like, the only thing I can think of that's kind of similar is those Fortnite events.
Yeah.
Concerts, like that's the only way I could see it. Like,
and I could see them doing that too with raids if they incorporated like the new Pokemon games do with raids.
Yeah,
I think that would do well, which you technically kind of can with the dungeons and
even updating the multiplayer software for it. So like you could like maybe the universal free world where like anyone just kind of gets sent there automatically, and then break out into your own individual world if you want to.
True. Get
in some stuff.
There's a whole. I was gonna say we could speculate here, but great game. So
yeah, I give it a solid like 8.5.
Yeah, I have the list here. So Tekken 8. I'm not a huge fighter person, but I heard this game is getting a lot of rave. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Now I saw a trailer.
I like the name at least.
Yeah, right.
I like the name.
I saw the trailer. I think they're trying to pull on Arkham Batman, which great series,
I heard it was real dark and gritty, but actually had some good gameplay to it.
Yeah, so it's, this game has been pushed back quite a bit too, and this is the second release, and they actually, I think I told you this, they dropped the beta, and there was a glitch in the beta where when people would go to play, the game would already be done. Like they would load up, boot up,
would log in, and as soon as they logged in,
start the game. Congratulations on beating the game.
Congratulations on getting 100%.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, imagine if you're just sitting there as a person and you're just like, I'm so ready to play. I'm so ready to.
I got everything.
What the fuck. So yeah. So
have you ever been one of those ones that like goes and tries to get, you know, the trophies for everything?
If I can. So
see, I never like gave it a thought. If I see it pop up, I'm like, that's cool. Especially when I get like the 0.03s or the 0.09s. Like that, I'm like, all right, I did something not everyone else. Granted, not everyone is still like 3 million people.
So on PlayStation, the Spider-Man games were very easy to 100%. So on those, I would actively go try to do things because they're cool too. Like for Spider-Man 2,
the original one, I think I did something similar. I tried to 100% that one.
So for the second Spider-Man, you know, if you go to the baseball stadium and you run the bases and you get a home run, that's a trophy. So some of them are kind of cool and unique. Some of them were like highlights. So that's another one. And then you got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm super excited for that game. I love the Final Fantasy series.
Did they just come out?
So they came out with Remake, and now this is Rebirth.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say, I know I've heard they just released something.
And then rolling over Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I heard that was a really good game. A lot of people are raving on that one.
Anything with dragons has my approval.
The new One Punch Man is coming out. I don't know how I feel about that one.
All anime games have the same format. Like no one's really breaking the mold. Everyone's just following that.
It's a
Naruto
brawl.
Ninja Storm.
It's a brawl.
Setup.
It's let's put a lot of characters. Which there's a Dragon Ball game coming out. I forgot what it's called, but
I heard they actually have high hopes for that one.
It's going to be really good.
It's always just like, you know, comic strips of the story lead into a fight that all has the same camera angles, all essentially the same move sets for like controller wise, obviously not like power wise.
Skull and Bones, February 16th. So look out for that one. It's coming to PS5, PC, and Xbox. What else we got? We got Princess Peach. I'm excited for that one. It's going to be kind of weird.
She breaks out into her own video game.
She gets her own video game. It's about time.
Man, she a hoe.
Oh.
You know, she's running back to Bowser every time. You think he's taking her every? She a hoe. She for the streets, Mario. For the streets.
So I got you on South Park, and South Park Snow Day is coming out March 26th. We saw the gameplay. If it's going to be a PvE, I'm not excited for that. You're not a fan of the 3D. You wanted the 2D side scroller.
Oh, yeah, because I mean, the 2D side scroller is just like watching an episode of South Park, which was why I liked it so much.
Right,
because like it's a story you haven't heard before, but it's still all the exact same humor and like jokes and gist of it.
You played the Fracture Butthole, right?
I played Fracture Butthole Hole or whatever, whatever it's called.
But
I had the second
space
one
hole
or the first. Yeah,
you got the Stick of Truth.
Yeah, I have Stick of Truth in my cart. I just need to go and actually start playing it.
It's fun. I mean, you already know the premise.
I mean, they even brought it up in the second game.
They brought the Stick of
there
Truth
was,
up.
Like, references.
That's right. They did. They did.
Like,
yeah,
it's just a stick of truth. Like someone in the back was like, "It's just a fucking stick."
So yeah, they made reference to it in like the beginning too, because they were like, Cartman, we're not playing that. We're not playing Stick of Truth.
Yeah.
So
they did that at the very beginning. I noticed that. But then, even throughout like little combats. So you know how like sometimes they would have people on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Someone would like rock out with a stick and be like, "It's just a fucking stick."
And then the last one that I see that I'm super excited for is Wukong. It's going to be I want to say, I'm excited for that one. It's going to have some really, really good dynamics, and I think that it's going to be
following the story of the monkey god.
Yep.
This looks like is it the same people that did?
Nope, it is not PlayStation exclusive.
Dope, because I want to try this out. This looks dope. I love mythology.
Yep.
But it looks like, what's the other game that came out a few years ago? It was really big. Not Elden
Which
Ring.
one?
Was it Elden Ring?
Elaborate on Elden Ring, because Elden Ring did win Game of the Year, and it was a huge game. But
was that the one where like everyone was complaining about how hard it was?
Yo, that's just any dark. That's any soul. Bloodborne,
I mean,
like Dark Souls.
I was looking at the art style.
Is it FromSoft? Hold on, because FromSoft made the other ones.
Because it looks like it comes straight from there. Black Myth, Wukong. This is dope. It's gonna give him like the dark origin story.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
And developers, Game Science, Interactive Technology, and Game Science.
So Game Science. I've never heard of them actually. I wonder who.
One of the Google searches right underneath it though is Wukong a god? You don't really know. Yeah, I mean, probably not the game for you if you don't understand the mythology of it.
Yeah, what was the producer name? Game Science?
Game Science, yeah. Game Science Interactive Technology. But yes, it's also coming to Xbox, Microsoft, and PlayStation 5.
Yeah. So it says they only have 2 games: Art of War, Red Tiles, and Black Myth, Wukong. So interesting for that. So
What was the other one?
these indie Art of War or Art of Tile, Red War, I don't know, something, but it's crazy because these indie producers are really starting to like make a name for themselves. And you have, so it's a combination of both. You have these people like, for instance, Pal World, they pocket something. God, I'm horrible today. I usually am more on top of my game, but
You're talking about the other game they copied?
Yeah, no, Pal World's producer. It's Pocket something.
Oh, yeah.
It is Pocket Pair. So, but yeah, we were talking about the other game that they made, which was pretty much a Breath of the Wild ripoff. But these indie producers, or these indie game designers, they're just coming out with some great games. I mean, Wukong just looks great, and then you have big companies that are making indie games now, like the producers of Hi-Fi Rush. Like that game was, I don't know if you played it yet, but I told you it's like an action beat style game to where you're fighting and you're like trying to keep a beat, and the longer you keep the beat going,
yeah.
So I think, just video games
concept. I just never could get behind it long term.
Video games are going in such a great direction. I mean, we talked about VR the other episode
it's not
too.
Even just video games, honestly. I saw something that was a 17-year-old got chosen to help animate one of Mappa's, panels or something like that. Like there's a ton of like just content creators that are actually getting like good shots.
It's getting the recognition, and I mean it's great. So, let's talk a little bit more about, what you're playing currently now. I'm gonna let you go on this rant. I haven't played it yet. Go ahead and
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Go ahead.
I have never played this type of game.
I'm gonna take a seat back.
Yeah, I've never played this type of game. What's it considered? Turn-based style?
Say Western style turn-based RPG.
That's a mouthful. Yeah, I've never played anything like that. I always stuck to, sports games, Call of Duty, stuff like that, something simple. But when I finally got the hang of this game, I haven't stopped playing it. I mean, I'm on my second playthrough, and I'm playing a whole another game.
Yeah.
I took avenues that I didn't even know were an option in the first one. I've met people who I'd never even interacted with on the first playthrough. I had found map places that never interacted with.
So I will tell you right now, please don't expect this of every game. You're literally playing the epitome of what an RPG should be like. It will from now on.
That's the only reason I got it, is because I heard it had such, great story. And the only thing, it's like watching a movie.
That's what a lot of people say too.
I always skip cutscenes, no matter what game it is. Like I'm like, get to this. I've set my controller down and I'll get a snack.
Watch the cutscene.
Yeah, I'm like, let's do it.
So you are playing probably the epitome of what every RPG should hope to be like, because just the range of choices that you can do.
I mean, you can kill whoever you want. You can try to seduce whoever you want. I mean, it's madness. I absolutely love it. And also the save scumming.
Yeah. So
that was something I had to get used to, because I always save, like right when I get on and right when I get off, or like any.
So if you're not
game.
familiar with what save scumming is, it's when you are about to make a really big decision that could determine if something goes your way or doesn't go your way, or could be a major event that changes, or something that just changes the direction of the game. So you save right before that said event, and then you do the event, and if the event does not go the way you want it, or you just want to see an alternative way,
retry,
you go back. Now a lot of games will penalize you for this, but a lot of games encourage it. So,
and I know probably a lot of people are going to hate me for doing it.
Yeah. I mean, there are people who do playthroughs with no saves coming. So,
well, yeah, they had, even in Baldur's Gate, they had a mode called Honor Mode,
where you couldn't save scum.
Yeah, it was, you get one save for the entire game. I mean, I see all the, you guys Twitch streamers playing, and they're all, doing it on Honor Mode. I'm not that good. I am a casual video game player. I need all the help I can get. I have like the easiest settings. I'm just here for the fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, not everybody has to log in with the intention of like trying to kill a game, right? But if you just have fun, I think that's what everybody wants, right? They want sales, and they want you to just experience the game, and if there's a second one, they want you to come back and buy that one too, right? So
even then, this is probably gonna be like a one and done for me type of thing. Like,
you wouldn't play another Baldur's Gate?
maybe, but like even then I probably would just hope for an extension on this one. You know what I mean?
They might do it. I heard that might be in the works.
That, like, I would rather that than them, coming out with a whole new game. Like, yes, it would probably be cool and I would probably love it too. But just me right now, that's a lot of work that I really don't want to do again.
No, that's fair. And I mean, when you devote a lot of time into a game like that, I mean, for me, that was Skyrim. Same. I probably had 250 to no more. Wow. Ooh, no, way more. I probably had 300 to 400 hours in Skyrim. And then when I finally put it down, when I finally just got done playing it, I was like, I don't think I will ever play a game that long again. And I don't, to this day, I have not.
Like 160 hours.
Yeah, no, I clocked in some time.
You want to know some shit? You want to know the only reason why I stopped playing that game?
Why?
Is because I tried to go fight someone who I was not prepared for.
Yeah.
And the game glitched out or something, and it saved me like right in the middle of that fight. So anytime
there was no way you could get out.
There's no like I would try to like pause the game immediately. Like no, like as soon as you logged into the game, like fire breath right at you. Yeah, I tried getting my horse and just running off the edge of the cliff.
It's like,
I made it down.
Let me go.
I mean, I tried maybe for like 3 weeks of just trying to get out of that fight. One time I almost beat the dragon just because I like kind of found a place where he couldn't reach, but I could never get there again.
Oh, if you can cheese things, like I have no problem with that. Some people are like, oh, you're defeating the purpose of the game because you're finding a glitch. It's like,
work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. It's like, so what? Like, if I can beat the game, if I can stand in a corner and the person can't reach me, but I can hit them, you best believe I'm over there swinging.
I'm setting up camp.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you're not going to touch me. I can hit you. All fair and game. So I'll give you an example. We both play Starfield. Do you remember the part where Commander what was his name? The commander of the fleet.
I want to say Iguodala, but I know it's a basketball player.
Iguodala. Shout out Commander Iguodala. So I think it was like Ibuke or something like that. So
yes, I do know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so I the last part I chose to side with them.
Side with the colony.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to defeat the Crimson Fleet, right?
Crimson Fleet, yeah.
So we're going to defeat them, and you know that you start with a certain amount of ships based on the research that you get and everybody. So I only had 5 of these motherfuckers, right? You're supposed to have, I think, 8, 9, or 10. I only had 5. And you have to go to 4 different spots and blow up everything.
Yeah, you have to blow up 3 shields and then come back.
Yes, and then come back for the main dogfight. And I lost all but 2, which was the 2 main. So I pretty much lost all the supporting cast.
All support.
And I had to go in, try to shoot down a ship, zoom out, like space, like fast travel out, put my ship back together, get some ship parts, go back to the fight, shoot another one down, fast travel back out. I had to do this for at least 20 minutes, and then finally the cavalry came. So I'm just like, trust me.
I was able to cheese it another way. So you know how the colony has their main fleet ship that really doesn't do anything? It's like where the commander is.
Yeah.
I would get ready for that main dogfight battle and then back up and like get underneath / behind that main ship, and I was never targeted.
So the thing is, I couldn't even get to it because as soon as I would turn around to hightail it, I would have 3 ships locked on me because the other 2 ships, they won't explode, but they'll stop.
Yeah.
So once they stop, everybody, it's kind of like,
on you.
Yeah, it's like,
you
let me shoot him, let me shoot him, let me shoot him. Then it's like, zoop, there you are. So yeah, so I had to, I'm telling you, I cheesed it. I wish I had a video because I cheesed it so bad, but I got it. I did it. I did what I needed to do.
Yeah, do what you got to do. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Exactly. So, yeah. So, comment down below. Tell us what games you're excited for here in 2024. Also, tell us what game you're playing right now, and if there's a game you think we should hop on, let us know. We're both I'm definitely going to be streaming soon, so I'm going to drop the links for that. Drop the Discord. I'm going to drop the Twitch. Probably going to hop on Twitch, and that's a whole different conversation for a different day. But let's switch gears a little bit here. So let's go ahead and hop right into the dark world that is Twitter. Now, like I said earlier, if you ever want a really good giggle, go ahead and hop over to our Twitter page, at FairweatherFriends13. You're going to get some really good laughs, courtesy of Mr. Connor Doak over here. So this dude is on top of everything when it comes to the Twitter. if you've liked one of our pictures, he's seen it. He's given it a thumbs up. If you have some comments where we've commented, that's all this man right here. So let's go ahead. We're going to hop into the dark world, and already I got a great one for you. So
I'm excited.
Go ahead and, all right. So first one here. Bro went straight to the point. Got a picture of a girl. Said, hey, shawty, you on your period? What? Period blood tastes like pennies and a motherfucker all about his money. LMFAO. What? Let me eat your pussy, bitch.
Let me eat your pussy, bitch.
So
he said it tastes like pennies and I'm a motherfucker.
I'm a motherfucker about my money. Listen, man, you got to be no fucks given to post something like this, bro. A motherfucker about his pennies. So let's hop into this one.
Yo, talking about a crazy pickup line. So like starting out casual. Hey, shawty. Granted, that's actually pretty like that's kind of cringy just itself. Shawty. Are you like 70? What the hell? But immediately after, you on your period? I mean, that's my reaction. What? That's what you fucking ask someone? That's your sliding into the DMs line? You on your period? Why? Because I like fucking, or because it tastes like pennies and I'm all about my money.
And a motherfucker about his money.
It made me want to throw up, bitch.
So this next one. Hey, how old are you? 10. Seriously, how old are you? 10. 10 is too young for me, LOL. I'm 21. Okay. Are you 18 or older? I'm 10. LMAO, I just want to know if you're 18 or older to see if you'd be down to chill sometime. I'm 10.
I'm 10. It's just 10. Like, okay. I'm 10.
Yeah.
You fucking bunch of pedophiles.
Yeah.
God.
Listen, what's the dude's name who, Dateline? What's the,
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Chris Hansen.
I call him Chris Hansen.
I call him Chris Hansen.
We can do this one of two ways. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. I don't think we're going to do this any type of way.
Right,
also, you want the hard way.
All right. So the next one. Can I take you out? I have a boyfriend. Sorry. He can go too. He just got to pay for himself.
I got a boyfriend. I got a math test. What does that do anything? No things we can cheat on. The fuck you talking about?
I think this person right here just wants company. I don't even think they want anything else but company.
Well, granted, the picture he did post is just her grabbing her
it's her
titty.
With her tit. So
yeah, I mean, granted, there might be like face in that photo, but all we can see is all just we can see is tit.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe he wants something else, but if you inviting the boyfriend too, you understand that.
Oh, I got one for you too.
This is a friend.
This one, I think we probably both had on the list.
Go ahead.
Have you ever ate a date? Ate a date? Yeah. What do you mean? Like eat their ass? It's a fruit, motherfucker. You be what? Eating ass out here? What do you mean?
God. Bro, it's like, first off, double entendre, right? You got to understand what a date is, but this man went straight to, you mean like eating their ass?
What do you mean? Like eating their ass?
What you mean by that? Yeah.
Get your mind out of the gutter, son. It's a fruit. You ever ate a date? That's also the first thing that I really loved is the first sentence, just the grammar of it.
Yeah.
Have you ever ate a date? Have you ever eaten a date? Yeah. Have you ever had a date? Have you ever ate a date? Ate a date? Question mark. Yeah. What do you mean? Like eat their ass? Motherfucker, it's a fruit.
Motherfucker, it's a fruit.
God.
So the next one. Hi, this is your Uber Eats. Oh, are you outside? I just got hit by a SUV. I'm on a Lime scooter. I'm waiting for the ambulance. So my food's not coming?
All right, cool.
Bro, facts. Because my thing is, like, I just paid all that money, and everybody knows that Uber Eats, all of them, they charge you out the fucking wazoo. So now
it turns a $15 meal into $40.
40. Like, I will always.
I can't imagine what you like. You guys are doing 2 kids. You got Monique. Like, I do it by myself, and I'm like, damn.
I get in my car.
So, we'll do the pickup part.
Yeah, no, it's I can't do it.
Dude, this is a great page. Shout out to Down Bad Comments.
Yeah, these are some good ones.
I got another one. This is a screenshot of a girl replying to a kid's Snapchat story. She's asking, "Bro, are you okay?" He's in the hospital. He says, my neck broke, and the only way to fix it is for you to show me your boobs, for real, for real. Player's gonna play. Even when he's on death's door, he said, let me see them titties, girl.
I got one for you. So it says, I want to suck your dick till you nut in your mouth. Oh, sorry. I want to suck your dick till you nut in my mouth and your toes curl up ASAP. Who dis? Sorry, wrong number. Hell nah. This the right number.
This the right number now.
Nah, you got the right number.
Nah, that was definitely an ex fucking with him using someone else's phone. Just trying to ruin his day. You know that man's thinking, who the fuck? I would go to the ends of the earth to track this bitch down.
Who is this and who has blessed me on my timeline here? So, all right, so we got I'm pregnant. Not by me, I shoot blanks. Oh. Girl, you don't want a baby by me. I'm broke, you broke, we broke.
We all broke.
My dick not even that big, and I got asthma. You really want to fuck up this kid by bringing them into the world with asthma? That shit hereditary.
God.
This man said
that man needs, I don't know if he needs therapy, a hug, or
that
just
man said
confidence.
That man said I'm broke. That man
broke.
said my meat's little. That man said I got asthma. Do you really want to bring a kid in with those three already?
God, genetically broke, genetically with a little dick, and they got asthma?
So, hey, listen.
You're just like asking your kid to get his ass whooped. God. He's a smart man. Smart man.
Sorry. So this one, it's just somebody commenting all on their own. Said, get bail soon. Wet. Wep. Forget it, brother. You can just die. it's like shame on.
So he's trying to say get well soon.
It's like shame on me for messing up the first time. Shame on the chat for messing up the second time. I don't give a fuck after the third time. This man said,
that's me,
forget it, brother. You can die.
Me, I go, bless you. Shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up on the third one. If you can't get it out within those first two times, you can kick rocks because I'm over it. I've definitely said it in the office a few times and caught in a side eye.
Yeah, there's a couple of people like they'll just rattle off some sneezes and everybody's like, oh, bless you. And then again, like, bless people, oh, bless you. And then after the third one, you just hear Connor, shut the fuck up. It's just, you just see so many people.
I look at him like, that's 3. You get it on the third. I gave you 2 bless yous.
Nah.
Go fuck yourself.
I tell them they got to take a COVID test on the third one.
Yeah.
So I got another one. It says, they texted them yesterday at 5 o'clock. He said, hi. Then the next day, right around the same time, my fault. I'll go kill myself.
All right, I'm going to head out. Just let me.
It's like the escalation is just wild.
Oh, talk about escalation. I got one for you. Girl in the mirror, he's replying to her photo. It looks like Instagram. Says, I can't lie, you sexy as fuck. She says, thank you, with a little heart. He says, immediately goes, I go to jail Monday, but I got 3 days to turn up. Her response is, oh, for how long? He said, 8 years. What'd you do? Attempted murder. I mean, it's so casual, just both of them. She's like, oh, for how long? So innocent. I would have been like, get the fuck out of my DMs. What the fuck are you doing? It's casual. Bruh. 8 years? Question mark. What'd you do? Attempted murder. And I didn't even see the end of it. After attempted murder, he said, what are you doing?
Listen.
After that.
Out the door. The phone out the door.
Phone out the window. Phone in the lake.
Yeah,
phone's not with her anymore.
That man said attempted murder. You got to be a cold individual to sit there and try to get a booty call right before you about to serve a quick little 8. All right. So I got one. Who is this? Who's this? You called me. I found your number in my girl's phone. Who's this? I got bitches. You got to be a little more specific, gang.
I got bitches, homie. Yeah. You got to give me some descriptive words here.
I had a friend like that one time. He had numbers saved under like Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, And then he had like Subway, and he just had food places. And I grabbed his phone one day because I had to make a call, and Subway texted him, and I'm like, Subway. I was like, what is this? And he said, oh, these are like, I know
these my bitches.
He said,
these are my bitches.
He said, these are my girls, and the name of the place is the place that I smash her. And I'm like, so you don't take Papa John's to Domino's, and you don't take Domino's to Pizza Hut? And he's like, nah,
I thought
man.
it was just he takes them to these.
Yes.
He said, nah, that's the location.
That's the location of the hookup.
What gremlin,
bro. Rolodex. I'm telling you,
like what? By the dumpsters, like what the fuck? In the bathroom, where the fuck you going to Papa John's? The fuck? I used to work at a Papa John's. There's no like sit down to eat. Where the fuck you going to fuck?
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, this man. Just a Rolodex. Be like, who do I want to hook up with today? Who I want? Let me hook up with.
What am I craving today? I'm craving some Subway.
Let me call Domino's real quick. But yeah, that man.
And then somebody, maybe he's talking to himself. He's like, "Oh, order me something." And he's like, "Nah, you don't get none of my Domino's."
Nah. This ain't a 2-man pizza. So
this is not a team effort,
man. Listen, yeah, it's crazy out here, man. And I mean, it is what it is. It's an evil world we live in.
I got one for you. A girl. It looks like a Twitter post. So girls tweeting, "Women are hornier than men. Change my mind." Reply: I was once so horny, I made a hole in my wall and started fucking my house. Bro, if you leave a man leave him alone long enough, he's got to get into some like debauchery. The internet is not good. You guys are way too open with your lives.
Listen,
like I'll tweet some funny shit, but you won't catch me fucking spilling beans about my life.
That's not leaving the mental thoughts, right? Like that's one I just said Rolodex. That's one that's staying in. I'm not about to tell you how I violated my house. Like I got one for you. So come over and suck my dick right now, please. Reply. No. Reply, sad face. Reply, ask your girlfriend. Reply, yo, dead ass, I forgot about her. Appreciate you.
So you dead ass, I forgot. Let me hit that bitch up.
Do you understand? You are going there. She's sitting right there. Your girl's sitting right there.
I picture in my mind like he's in the kitchen, at the counter. And she's like on the couch.
She's on the couch.
So enthralled. He got caught up in a page something.
It's like, go ask your girlfriend. Oh, you right. I appreciate you. Like, bro, you got to be down bad. All right, let's get.
I got one more.
Let's get one more.
Of my favorites are when people are in hospitals and people are replying. So it's a girl this time in a hospital bed. I'm assuming it's a guy said, "What the fuck happened, yo?" She said, "A car T-boned us," with the emoji with the bandage around the head frowning.
Yeah.
His response is, "Fuck. When can I debone you, though?" Dog, the timing, motherfucker. Learn timing.
Hey, off the top.
Off the dome. When can I debone you,
When can I debone you? But, yeah, so, if you guys have any great comments or, Connor's going to start throwing some things in the Twitter. So leave some comments below so we can start reading some comments. But, kind of.
If you want to talk shit, I'm all for it.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you. You may not want to go toe-to-toe with this man. He might hurt your feelings, and we might get canceled. So, try to...
If you try to make that your priority, I challenge you.
Hey, listen, it's not going to go well. That's all I can tell you. Some people have tried at the office. It doesn't end well for them, so...
I might not start shit, but I sure as hell end shit.
Quick. And hurt your feelings with it, too. So, let's switch some gears here again. We were talking a little bit about the anime scene here, and... shout out to the person that brought this to my attention, because at the time I really didn't even think about it, right? I was just kind of like...
See, I always kind of think about it. It goes back to, that is Monty going crazy right now.
Fuck that hat.
I love this hat. But I completely lost my train of thought. Monty threw me off.
Good. So...
Rude as fuck.
The hat. Anyway, so we're going to hop right into IGN's top 25 list. And, if you haven't seen it, I'll try to take it away. If not, we'll just hop along. But number one, I was a little pissed off about it. I ain't going in front, but we'll get there. But yeah, so we're just gonna go down them, super brief, super blunt about them, and let's hop right into it, man. Number 25 is Astro Boy. Have you?
I never actually saw it, but I know it's credited as like pretty much the godfather of anime.
Right, it's one of the OGs.
Yeah, it's one of like the real OGs.
Yeah,
that, like,
true.
Off and kind of, because it still kind of has that cartoony look, but it's really not.
1963.
Yeah, so before anime was anime.
Exactly.
They had Astro Boy.
Now I watched a little bit of it, and the whole premise is he was sold to the circus, and then he kind of like does his own thing here and there. But I mean, it's a good one to go to. I mean, if you're
it looks like he's got a bunch of cool weapons. Like
he does.
Out of respect,
he does.
Just for like what it did for the genre.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it started it. 24, Vash the Stampede Trigun. You ever watched?
Yes. And I would much rather take... Oh, wait a minute. This actually might be a different one I'm thinking of. This is not Alucard, is it?
No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, same art style, but different.
Same art style, different.
If this is the guy I'm thinking of, yes, he is straight badass.
He is.
I accept this on the list, yeah.
Number 23, Lelouch. It's a little low on my end.
Very low.
Low. I mean, W anime, W character, W plot, W like
writing. I mean, world building. Like it was all great. I mean, chess upon chess.
Yeah.
What was your favorite? I loved it when he went against his brother towards the end. That was probably my favorite.
That was my favorite.
That was my favorite confrontation he had with everyone.
Yeah. Wow. This list is 22 Light Yagami.
Okay. You can kind of see that they're not appreciating the
like,
psychological, geniuses.
Dude, but Light Yagami is everywhere. Like, what are we basing this list off of?
Arc. He's one of those rare ones. He started out, innocent and pure, wanted a good intention, and then just became a demon.
Which is funny because he wanted to be God.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like he became the devil, not God. Like,
listen, I don't even know what to say about it.
This is almost criminal having him at 22.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is this list based off of?
What
22
IGN,
Light
doing?
Yagami?
Is this like sales
That's crazy.
or anything? So like, what did you guys base this off?
I was gonna say, who lost that lobby fight to get him at 22?
They said our anime experts put their heads together and made the hard choices so we could celebrate the best of the best. I mean, unless like the next 20 are peak.
So let's go ahead and hop into it. 21 Dio. I will say, I love Dio as a villain. Yeah, I love Dio as a villain, but he's not better than Light. Like, I will stand on this hill that Light just got the snub of the year for anime characters.
Yeah, that's crazy. Granted, you know how I feel about JoJo's. It's probably a good story. I know it's got a huge fan base following. Yeah. It's just art style for me. It's just not cutting it.
And this Dio looks like the one that has the stand, which I mean, that's different. There's different seasons, and it's always based on the Joestars, except the one season where it was based on Dio's, I think, grandson.
Yeah,
but I like it. I think Dio is a great villain. I mean, in the first season,
I always hear he's like in the conversation.
He is. I mean, in the first season, he literally kills the main character's dog, and he like beats him up every single day. But
John
the mom loves him. So yeah,
it's like, you don't fuck with a man's dog now.
Yeah. So number 20, Gone Freaks.
Gone.
That again, bro. Like Gone is up there in the top 15 to me. So I'm curious. I got to see this list.
Yeah, I mean, Gone's an interesting one because he was just a break of a typical shonen protagonist because he wasn't a good guy. He was he just did what he found interesting. He didn't care. He would kill someone in a heartbeat for a strange reason if he wanted to.
Oh, absolutely.
Like someone disrespected Kilo in front of him. He broke his brother's arm.
True. Yeah. He whipped him around and broke his arm. Yeah. I mean, that was just a show of people who didn't care and they just wanted to do what they wanted to do, right? Kurapika bringing the shovel, Leorio punching one of the elites like Jing.
Like top 3, yeah.
Yeah. Killua ripping that man's heart out during the game
business when he's getting tortured by his own brother, and he's like, all right, time to go.
Yeah, and then his brother says something about, oh, should we have the butlers handle your friends? And then Killua was like, I need you to remember who I am.
Yeah.
So 19, Motoko from Ghost in the Shell. I never watched it.
Never watched it. It kind of pisses me off that they're already ahead of going. Are we doing the same noise because we just saw who was at 18? This is criminal.
Levi Ackerman at number 18. It might be a bigger snub than Light. Like, Levi Ackerman is top 5 character. If you want somebody who is loyal, if you want somebody who is bouted, if you want somebody who stands on business, if you want somebody who
the man
gets
is
you
feared in the world, but by his last name.
I mean, the last name alone, bro. If you what happened? It was what's Armor Titan? What's
Reiner?
Armor Titan? Reiner went and told Aaron's brother.
Yeah.
Zeke.
Yeah. He's like,
Reiner told Zeke.
Don't fuck with that one.
He said, "There's one person you got to watch out for. That is it. You can kill everybody else."
That abridged version. Have you seen that clip?
No.
When they're talking about there's an abridged clip. I don't remember who does it, but there's like they're talking about like
Levi,
and they're like, "No, it should be. It's a good plan. Just make sure Levi's not around." And then Zeke's like, "Motherfucker, what'd you just say?"
Yeah,
like there's a real one. It's Levi. He chops up Titans. Like, it's not a problem. Not a problem. You have a plan for him, so it's not a problem. But if you see him, I would run.
And like, dude, this list is going crazy. I mean, 17 Kakashi. All right.
My god. All right, great. Maybe it's just a bias. Kakashi is one of my all-time favorite anime characters.
I see Kakashi here for a reason, right? You have so many great. Now, here's the thing. You have permission to flip this table if you see Sakura above Kakashi. I will give you permission.
Yeah, I would
now
find whoever wrote this article. 16
Guts. I feel like that's fair. Doesn't have a lot of character development, but he stands on
his
it.
His story is
sad. His story is sad, and it's not his fault.
Well, he was also kind of the start of that own genre, the seinen.
True.
Thing. That's where Vagabond came from. Where
Vinland exactly. Vinland. If somebody could give that man a hug,
I probably would have put him maybe a little bit higher, maybe at like 10. Yeah. Just out of respect for Guts.
I would say I agree.
Who's this motherfucker?
I would say I agree because I think he, like you just said, he cultivated a whole style of anime that now people follow.
Yeah. And it's one of my favorite styles. Like that anti-hero of like, I don't care about the world. I'm going to get mine.
15, Arsène Lupin the Third. Now, Lupin, sorry.
Yeah, Lupin.
I actually watched this show. I kind of like it. It's a good show, Great Pretenders kind of got its flow from this, so
that's what I'm getting from the art style.
Yeah. 14, Jotaro, and I like it.
JoJo.
I think this is a really good one. I think he kind of
that's a good place for him, but compared to where others are on this list, it's criminal.
I'm gonna say Levi. That's Levi. Not Levi should be
Light.
Here.
Yeah, Levi and Light should have been.
13, Zoro. I don't watch it enough.
Represent.
I don't watch it
enough. That's true. That's peak.
I like the kicky dude. I guess that's my
Sanji.
Yeah, I like Sanji. Brow. There we go. Number 12, Tanjiro.
Fair.
I think that's a good spot for him. I mean, his anime it's over. It's on the cup.
I just saw number 11.
Okay. Demon Slayer. Number 1, it's already done, right? So we have nothing more to go on. Now we're just watching the anime.
Material. Okay, yeah. I was going to say, they just announced the season, dude. We just watched it.
Yeah. But I'm saying as far as like
the manga
source, we're done.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of like playing on borrowed time now because if you read the anime, if you read the manga, you already know what's going to happen. Now it's just, can they adapt it well enough?
I mean, they can. That's their whole
exactly.
You know how I feel. I personally don't think Demon Slayer has the legs to be like as popular in 5-10 years, like how Naruto and One Piece and Dragon Ball have been. I just don't think the art style can carry it for that long. Granted, I know the fan base is rabid, so I'm probably going to get torn up here. But like I said, drop all the hate on me. I don't care.
11, L.
How was L there, but Light was, 22?
22.
Like, how were they not like beside each other?
I think L carried that series, bro. Because think about it. Okay.
Well, they both.
So let me ask you a
L's
question.
Comedy did.
Let me ask you a question. Who were the main protagonists? Because I'm calling protagonist because let's call a spade a spade. Light was the antagonist.
Oh, yes, as in the protagonist in terms of being the hero of the story.
Yes.
Then no, he's not the protagonist. And protagonist in the form of he's the main character of who we're following. Yes.
Yeah.
But you're right. He was the villain of the story.
He was the villain of the story. Who were the next antagonists? What were their names? There were 2. What were their names?
Antagonists?
Yeah. Protagonists. Who were the next when L died?
Oh, yeah.
Who were the next 2?
And I don't remember the other one. I just remember Near, the white kid. Yeah.
That's
I
my
thought
point.
that was the most ass pull move of all time.
Yeah.
Like if L was gonna lose, then you should have just, kind of did the story of like Light actually takes over the world. You know how like the fan thing we should watch.
The fan, yeah.
How like he goes to try to take over the Shinigami world. That would have been a much better than like some random motherfuckers that we didn't even know existed come out of nowhere.
I don't know, man. I think L carried, and the way he died, it just was.
Excluding Light, the 2 people that carried that show were Ryuk and L. Ryuk was a funny motherfucker with his apples.
He was.
Misa was kind of annoying.
Oh, she was very annoying. And then her Shinigami.
Annoying. I mean, they're both just annoying.
Yeah. So, number
also,
10.
Shinigami was a lesbian.
No.
Moving on.
Shoot, technically was. Number 10, Kenshin. I watched half of this anime. I haven't read anything.
The new one?
No, just the old Kenshin.
Remaster? Okay, cool. There's a remaster.
Yeah, I saw. I might dabble into that, but I got to finish the old one.
I vaguely remember the old one.
I like this. I don't like him at 10 because I feel like there are more influential people.
Yeah.
Now,
what I remember the most is about that show was I liked him. The protagonist. Like, I didn't care about the story. I liked his design, his like vibe, the way he fought. I remember his sword style being dope as hell.
Yeah.
So I remember that.
Yeah.
The scar. I just remember him being a badass, like dope.
Oh,
character.
absolutely. I mean, when he pulled on the scene, somebody knew they were about to get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Shinji Ikari, Evangelion.
Yeah, I'm not a big into
Anything?
the mecha animes.
No?
So
Okay, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I mean, any type of mecha anime for me should just not be on the list. I know they're super popular. The closest I got was Code Geass.
But that was.
Yeah, technically Attack on Titan's one too. It's just flesh, not metal.
Yeah, true. Number 8, Sailor Moon. I think this one goes here.
Well, I mean, just for how popular it was and what it did for anime as well, it's in that same boat as Astro Boy.
Yeah,
which doesn't make sense. The Astro Boy is the very bottom.
Well, Sailor Moon had more.
I guess in Japan she did have more.
Even still, you'll still see. So here's my thing. You'll see less people, and I guess the way I'm going to look at this now, because some of these are absolutely just crazy to me, I'm gonna look at it. If I go to an anime convention, who am I seeing dressed up more?
Oh, you're gonna see a ton of.
I'm gonna see more Sailor Moon than I will Astro Boy. Right?
Actually, just quick, off branch. You know how we always here in America consider Cowboy Bebop like an all-time classic, like you can watch it any time. People in Japan think of it as like the equivalent of Frasier. So like how like us like watching Frasier, that's like what it is to them.
Yeah.
And I found that so disrespectful.
Frasier is a crazy one. I would have accepted Friends, but not Frasier.
Like, the way they said it was like I was like, Frasier.
Yeah, that's
that bad, like that old.
That's a L. I don't know about that one because I love Cowboy Bebop.
Spike, right?
Yeah.
That's his name.
Spike. Yeah.
Put some respect on Spike's name. Talk about choreography.
Yeah, the fact that he's not. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Oops. Spoiler alert. Number 7. This is a snub. Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans.
I think that's fair.
Top 5.
Just because
top 5.
There's heroes, better heroes in my opinion, but I would give him top
character
10.
development. Story.
The fact that Dragon Ball is not my cup of tea, and the fact that I'll give him top 10 just for the impact he does have.
One of my favorite characters ever. When I start my anime sleeve, I'm definitely going to throw some pictures. But that's going to actually be my first one. I'm debating whether I want to do the Majin Vegeta, where he's about to do the final explosion, or if I want to do Ultra Ego. I'm just debating on that one.
That color's going to hurt.
Let me know. Drop some comments. Which one should I do? I think Final Explosion is the one I'm leaning towards,
that's
where he's holding
squiggly.
Trunk.
He has squiggly.
Where he has the M for Majin. Yeah. I kind of spoiled it. Number 6, Spike. Like we just said, what he did for anime, I mean, he kind of set the stage for.
He was like almost one of the first people to like not have powers, just catch these hands, you know?
Exactly.
Like, it was a space cowboy, but like he wasn't an alien. He's just a human with a gun that can throw these hands.
Exactly.
Like,
I agree. I mean,
I
loved
about
it.
Stand on business. Spike. Yeah, granted, he would run away when he knew he would lose a fight.
Exactly, bro. Like, you got to be smart enough. You got to be like, all right, I can't win this. I mean, what am I going to do?
Run away. He still like would run away in a strategic way to like he could pick him off. Like he could get a 1-on-1 with him.
I just think it was so funny how like they were always broke. It did not matter what they did, how they did it. That crew was always broke.
As a joke. Yeah, they could do find the treasure of the galaxy and it somehow
would lose it. Lose it all. Lose it all. Just like on some pork. Number 5, Goku. I think that's fair.
I would have given him top 3, honestly.
Okay. This is one I want to watch. So it's Johan with Monster. Have you watched this?
No, but I'm on the same thing. I know of it. I know it's super like dark and twisted.
I know this dude apparently.
Story.
This guy is apparently in a lot of people's number 1 for the best villain. So I'm super curious.
And he has that creepy fucking face. Yeah, I don't know what it is. He has that creep factor that.
I think it's just a blank stare. Like
that's really what it.
I think it's the 1,000-mile stare.
Yeah, demon, demonic, big.
This dude just has like a 1,000-mile stare. So
that's a serial killer.
Yeah. So number 3, your boy Naruto Uzumaki, and I mean, what he did for, international
anime. He was the one. He was the guy.
I mean,
back in the top 3 or the big 3 generation.
I mean, let's be honest. If you grew up watching anime just like yourself and I did, Naruto was one of the ones that you were watching.
Yeah, see, like I never watched anime. Like I just didn't know what it was growing up. Yeah, but I knew Naruto came on Tsunami on Saturdays. So like I always knew I liked that show. Just didn't know where I could like get access.
You said what? All right, cool. Number 2, Edward Elric. I'm a little disappointed his brother Alphonse is not on here, but
does really Alphonse really have much? Oh, I guess he is in that suit thing.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
I mean, it's a good one.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I know
it's a great,
fantastic. It's considered one of the best.
And I think I recommended to you the original Full Metal is darker. But then it kind of goes off script. So I would watch part of that.
Yeah, the first part.
And then hop into Brotherhood. Rewatch it, but watch it with Brotherhood because Brotherhood picks up and does some really good things. Like it has the legs that the first one didn't.
I mean, the art style looks dope. I like the whole alchemy. It's different than, just magic or magicules. Like the sorcery, the equivalent exchange aspect.
The equivalent exchange
and the gods of that world really interest me too.
Are you talking about like the deities, sins?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, they're the sins. So it's gluttony, lust, envy, wrath,
that big smiling white ball. I don't know.
I don't remember all my sins. Oop, that's horrible. But yeah, Edward, like 2 things you don't do: mess with his brother and talk about his height. Everything else is fair game. But when you want somebody who,
or turn his sister into a dog.
If you know that part.
Talk about scarring a generation.
And number 1, So
number 1, Monkey D. Luffy, the future king of the pirates. Because there's so many people like you that have stood on business saying they're never going to watch it. It's a stupid anime. It's too long. You get into it, it'll become your favorite show. I was one of you. I used to never. I always put it off because I was like, it's long. I don't like the art style. It's dumb.
I promise you, it will never. I will. You know what? No, I'm not.
Just do it.
Watch it. Nope.
Do it. Just tell him to watch it.
Nope.
It's so.
We'll eventually do a poll, and I promise you, I probably still won't listen to the poll. But that was the 25 for IGN. So real quick before we hop out of here, what were some snubs? Levi. Yeah, that was the first one. Light.
I mean, there's some people.
So okay, let's do this. Let's do
side characters that weren't.
So let's do 2 you would bring into the list, and 2 you would take out of the list.
2 I would bring out. I would definitely probably take out that what was that girl's name? Not the Sailor Moon one, but
the Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Just because I know of it, but I know it doesn't have the big follow. It's more of a cult following.
Exactly.
That one gone, and probably get rid of Dio just because I just don't know JoJo's that well.
That's fair. Who are you bringing in?
Bringing in. Was Aaron even on this? Aaron wasn't even on this.
Wow, what a snub. What?
Yeah, for villain and or hero,
Aaron
however you view
Yeager.
it. Yeah,
Wow.
bring Aaron into it.
Great find.
Yeah.
Great find.
I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute, leave, because my original thought was Mikasa, because I thought Aaron was
That's
on the
another
list.
one. Like,
That's what I mean. Because I was going to go with
wow.
her, but I thought Aaron was on this, and then I just double checked he wasn't.
Nope,
so Aaron
not on the list.
On mine.
Yeah.
Just because he's a dope badass, and then I'm gonna go on kind of the other end of like who I just really love as a character, as like a good-hearted character. Jiraiya.
Jiraiya is a good one, and that's another one. Like,
I mean, yeah.
As far as senseis goes, yeah.
But him and Kakashi are always in the top.
Yeah.
Who are the best senseis?
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm also taking out Ghost in the Shell, and I think just for my purposes, I'm taking that Evangelion. Like, I know it's got some following, and I know it's, probably bigger than what I think it is. But
honestly, that would be the one I take, because I know Dio just has such a hold on the villain category. Yeah, I would take out the mecha one.
Okay. And then who I'm bringing in, did you notice that Naruto's number 2 was not in there?
Yeah.
But Kakashi Sensei was?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, I got to go back and read what people, like, made this list based off of. Because, like, how do you have Kakashi, but you don't have Sasuke? So I'm bringing in Sasuke, and then for my number 2, this probably one isn't, it's not somebody that everybody likes, but I'm bringing in Mikey. Like, it's just something about Mikey and his character development and just, like, his twisted side, and then you see him grow up with, Takamichi, and I was just a big Tokyo Revengers fan.
I was too. I thought it was a great premise and everything. If I was going to bring anyone from Tokyo Revengers, I would bring Draken.
Oh, Draken?
No, just Draken. He doesn't have the character development, but he has the lack of character development.
And it was crazy that you told me the writer actually was in a gang, right?
So if everyone knows, if you watch Tokyo Revengers, the photos they all take, when they start their gang with the flag on the ground and they're like kneeling in the middle of Tokyo or whatever. He has that photo. Like, that's a very real photo that the author did. He has posted it. He's talked about it. He was in a gang in Japan.
That's really cool.
And essentially it was the same uniform. The ropes tied around their heads. They had the sashes and the flag on the ground. I mean,
that's what's up.
So he lived that life.
He's about it. He's about it.
That's one mangaka
he was
you don't want to test.
Hey, he was writing it from experience. Like, what did we do on Christmas Eve that day? Oh, that's right.
That's right. We stabbed the motherfucker. That's right.
All right, but so comment down below. Name some characters that we may have missed that you enjoy, and then tell us some characters that you thought got snubbed on here too. But
drop your top 5 favorites. I always love learning people's new favorites.
Exactly.
I'll debate you your favorite. I'll make my favorite.
He'll make you enjoy his favorite.
Yeah. Not even that. I'll make yours my favorite, so you can't even say it anymore. I'll become more of a fan than you ever were.
I know everything about them. I know when their birthday is.
And it wasn't even announced. It's called fan fiction.
Yeah.
Canon.
All right, but that about wraps it up here. We got some things coming up in the pipeline, but go ahead, drop us a little bit of what you got going on, right? What we got cooking up for you.
So honestly, I'm just going to keep blowing up the Twitter, hopefully get some interactions with you guys. If you want to debate anything, you want to, roast me, roast any of my takes, bring the heat. I encourage you to bring the heat just as long as you can take it. Don't dish it if you can't take it.
Yeah,
I'm not one to shy away from a good
That's
challenge.
the big one. You got to watch out for this man, because he will bring the fire on you. So, and just a kind of special announcement here. We actually do have our first guest speaker. It's going to be somebody who is in the film scene here in Charlotte. So he's going to be, listening to everything. We're going to be dropping some takes here as far as what he's got going on, what he sees going for the Charlotte scene with film, and just his take on a couple other topics that we're going to throw at him. But other than that, Connor, where can you catch us? Go ahead and drop all those social bars.
Yeah, FairweatherFriends on, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, soon to be Twitch for Spencer. I'll probably hop in there eventually. You can always come in, chat with us on stream, talk some more shit there if you want.
YouTube. And
anyone else? Maybe future Patreon, possibly in the works. We don't know yet.
But, stay tuned, stay locked in, and we are out.